stop walking away from me.
Are you serious?
I'm talking to you.
Get the f out of the ladies' room, Jack.
It's gender neutral. Read the signs.
I pee with an audience? No.
Cheyenne, come on.
You're being ridiculous.
Cheyenne! Cheyenne, stop it! Use the bathroom. I'll wait outside.
I am fine, and if I can't hold it, I won't. That's what pets do.
Wait, did you just threaten to pee on my rug?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jay, and I'm here to tell you about the new original series on Prime Video, Étoile, and help you meet some of the characters. Étoile is a comedy drama series that centers on the dancers and artistic staff of two prestigious ballet companies. One of them is in New York City, led by one of our main characters, Jack, and the other is in Paris, led by one of the other leads, Genevieve. The story kicks off with the ambitious initiative to rejuvenate both institutions by exchanging their top talents. Tensions arise as they pick and choose who will be the ones they send across the pond, but both leads are willing to do what is needed to save their dance companies and bring some much needed excitement back into the ballet world. Let's meet some of the characters you will be introduced to in the series. Jack is the executive director of the Metropolitan Ballet Theater, and from the start, it's clear he's juggling a lot beneath his exterior. He's sharp, pragmatic, and deeply invested in keeping the company afloat, even if it means making uncomfortable decisions. When the idea of a dancer exchange with the Paris company comes up, he sees it as both a bold move and a necessary risk. Jack isn't flashy, but when he does step in, it's with purpose. He has a complicated past with Genevieve, the Paris director, which adds an undercurrent of tension to their collaboration. Beneath the polished surface, Jack is someone quietly wrestling with ambition, loyalty, and the weight of leadership in an evolving world. Genevieve is the director of Le Ballet National, and the kind of leader who moves with quiet confidence and calculated intent. She's poised, intelligent, and deeply intuitive, someone who reads a room before ever saying a word. Taking over the Paris company in the time of transition, she brings a clear vision and a willingness to disrupt old systems. Even if it means staying relevant, her proposal to partner with New York isn't impulsive, it's strategic, forward-thinking, and a little risky, just like her. There's an emotional undercurrent to her calm, especially when it comes to Jack, but she keeps her cards close. Genevieve is thoughtful but firm, elegant but unafraid to make hard calls, always walking the line between tradition and transformation. Cheyenne is the principal dancer for the Paris company. From the moment we meet her, on a fishing boat of all places, you can tell she's not your typical ballerina. She's bold, fiercely talented, and doesn't hide her opinions, which makes her both magnetic and a little intimidating. When she arrives in New York for the exchange program, she immediately disrupts the rhythm of the company with her sharp edges and uncompromising attitude. She's not interested in following the rules just because they've always been there. That defiance can cause friction, but it also reveals how deeply she cares about the integrity of her art. Cheyenne is someone who fights to stay true to herself, even when the world around her demands she soften. Tobias is a choreographer with a sharp mind and an even sharper tongue. He's creative to the core, restless, intense, and always chasing something just out of reach. When he joins the Paris company through the exchange, he brings with him a fresh perspective and a style that pushes boundaries, whether people are ready for it or not. Tobias doesn't do diplomacy well. He's blunt, a little arrogant, and deeply committed to the work. When something hits him hard, bad news, conflict, frustration, he storms off, throws his headphones on, and loses himself in the moment, processing everything through music and dance. Jack describes Tobias as a helpless genius. He's not there to please. He's there to challenge, stir things up, and maybe leave something better behind. Tobias is a true New Yorker at heart and likes things exactly the way he expects them and is used to. Mishi is a French dancer who recently came back to the Paris company, and her return feels like a big deal, almost like the prodigal daughter coming home. She's a bit shy, keeps to herself, and you could tell she's still feeling out of place in the company again. She originally trained in Paris but was cut from the program, which led her to New York, where things actually went well. She had friends, solos, and felt genuinely happy. Now that she's back, it's complicated. The company seems excited to have her, and her wealthy parents are definitely showing her off. But Mishi isn't exactly thrilled to be back in the place that once told her she wasn't good enough. Gaban is a talented dancer at the Paris company, known for his precision, drive, and no-nonsense way of speaking. He works closely with Tobias and seems to really admire him. There's a kind of intensity in the way that he looks at him, like the line between respect and something more is a little blurry. Gaban is a perfectionist when it comes to his craft, always pushing himself to hit every mark with exactness. He's open about his humble beginnings, proudly sharing he went from dancing on sidewalks and stairwells to performing on some of the most prestigious stages. That hunger still lives in him. You can see it in the way that he moves, like he's still proving to himself that he belongs. Gaban is the kind of dancer who's not just chasing greatness, he's living it, one step at a time. Gabriel is a former New York dancer who walked away from the spotlight, only to be pulled back in when the art and someone from his past called him home. He's quiet, grounded, and carries a certain heaviness, like someone who's lived through both the highs and the heartbreaks of ballet. There's a deep physicality to him, even when he's still, like he's always listening to the music in his bones. Returning to the stage isn't easy. It stirs up old doubts and emotions he thought he'd bury. But Gabriel isn't driven by ego. He's moved by something quieter, more soulful, like a need to prove to himself that he still has something to give. He's not flashy, but there's a quiet intensity to him that makes it hard to look away. Chrisman is a man of wealth, influence, and unshakable presence. As the main financial backer behind the Paris-New York exchange, he plays a powerful role in shaping the future of both academies. When we first meet him, he boldly interrupts a strategic meeting between Jack and Genevieve, reminding everyone who really holds the purse strings. Though he's ruthless in business and fully aware of the power his money brings, Chrisman has a genuine love for ballet. It's his one soft spot, the rare thing that pulls emotion from someone who otherwise operates with cold precision. For all of his control, Chrisman's involvement in ballet isn't just financial, it's deeply personal. If you're looking forward to meeting these characters, be sure to check out the new hit series Étoile, now streaming on Prime Video.